Hi. I figure it's about time for me to try to explain what the quantum financial system is supposed to be. That's basically, all the grifters have completely exploited and blown into 5 million different directions, and they have no idea what I was trying to do. They just heard my idea, heard the quantum financial system, and then ran all over with it. Didn't know what they were talking about, and made it into something that I never intended. What I intended was basically, we're not supposed to give tithes to a church. We're not supposed to give tithes to a church. We're also not supposed to pay taxes. That's extortion. What we should be doing, what it meant scripturally, and we need to go back to have heaven on earth, bring in the new kingdom, the kingdom of heaven, the government of heaven, which is basically heaven is woohoo, and right now is kind of hell, so it sucks. Anyway, so instead of, see, all these little are supposed to be these guys, all the people, all these little yellow dots are the people. Right now, we're giving all our money to churches, governments, what are those called? Corporations, all that other stuff. Taxes, income tax, a bajillion different taxes. And this is globally. So they take our money, and they're supposed to be putting it towards roads, sustainable food, entertainment, mental health, energy, warmth, things that keep us good. You get a boo-boo, hospitals, housing, all that stuff. They're supposed to be taking from all these people, taking the money for these things, but they are not. No, they take all the money. They should only take, well, no, they shouldn't take anything. We should give our 10% out of our free will when we are not under the crunch. You shouldn't, if you're in the crunch, you shouldn't be given anything. We should be giving to you. Anyways, so I've tried to explain this a million times typing. But anyways, they're taking like 60, 70, whatever percent they're taking. And they're supposed to take it and spend it on all these things, but they don't. They spend about maybe 10% on these things. And then they basically hold these things hostage. And we all know that. I mean, I shouldn't have to put this in writing and draw a silly picture, but I did. Anyway, so long story short, instead of taxes and tithing and all the other fines, hidden costs, all that baloney, what we're supposed to be doing is Bob has a pothole. So instead of waiting for these guys to fix Bob's pothole, they're never going to do it. I mean, if you go to the town I just came from, I spent $13,000 in the last 2 years. I had no garbage pickup, the worst roads on the planet. I don't know how the property taxes went up that high in 2 years when there was nothing open. There was no public pool, nothing to do. So I don't know why it went up so much. It went up from, I think I paid $500 in 2019, and then all of a sudden it was $6,000 for 2020 and $7,000 for 2021. But the roads are crap. There was no garbage pickup, nothing. Anyway, so long story short, if we do in our little communities, we do our own voluntarily giving of 10% instead of 70% or whatever, and we don't give to people. We give to actual projects. Like and we're all driving over it. We're like, we don't want to go on that pothole. So that's one of our projects we put on the board. I need someone to make an app like this. That's what we're waiting for. I'm waiting for someone to help make an app. It's not the QFC, like Charlie Ward says, that's going to click in or something. It's basically, like I need help. Well, we all need help. So the whole community would go, okay, well, we'll put this much towards Bob's pothole. And then boom, next day or next week. It's fixed. We don't have to wait on these people holding us hostage. We do it together because we all benefit from it. Say I bought some farmland and I would like some help buying or growing a bunch of sustainable, organic, non-GMO food for my community. Well, I don't even ask for donations. I'm like, hey man, can someone come help me shovel the poop or whatever? And then look, all these people are like, hey man, I love that free food that you have. So they just come and help. Entertainment. This is the whole reason why we're on the planet. Singing and dancing and hanging out and laughing. That's the most important thing we're here for. All these other things are, these are secondary. We're supposed to be